People say that Kansas sucks, but I disagree. It's just most Kansas politicians that suck. So you should take their job this year in 2026. I will show you how to do that. Running for the Kansas House is actually pretty simple. All across the state, there are uncontested races, and that should never happen. So, follow these 4 steps to fix that. Step 1, setting up your campaign. You need to meet the legal requirements and set up your campaign. So first, confirm eligibility. You must be a registered voter and live in the district that you wish to represent at the time of filing. Next, appoint a treasurer. Under the Kansas Campaign Finance Act, you must appoint a treasurer or candidate committee within 10 days of becoming a candidate, which includes making or receiving your first campaign contribution. You must file the appointment of treasurer form with the Secretary of State, which I will link in the description. Next, open a campaign bank account. All campaign funds must be kept in a separate account from your personal finances. Do not mess this up. They will arrest you. Step 2, getting on the ballot. To officially run, you have to file with the Secretary of State in Topeka. There are 2 ways to do this. First, choose your filing method. Option 1, file by fee. This is the most common and simplest method. You pay a fee equal to 1% of the annual salary of the office that you're running for, plus a $20 administrative fee.
Correction. I need to issue a correction. Okay, so the 1% rule only applies if you're running for federal or county seat. It'd be 1% of the salary that would be included in the total that it takes to run. But that doesn't count for the House. If you're running for the Kansas State House, total amount will be around somewhere like 120. Just to clarify, I got that incorrect. Okay, back to the video.
If you're balling on a budget, you can collect signatures. For the State House, you typically need signatures from 2% of the party's total registration in your district. So let's say you have 16,000 Democrats in your town. You would need 320 signatures to run. Side note, independent candidates must file by petition and generally need 4% of the registered voters in their district. To submit these monies and signatures, here's the address and the email address for the Secretary of State. If you have any questions, contact them. I am an unofficial source for information. I'm doing my best. Next, submit the Declaration of Intention. You must complete and notarize the Declaration of Intention form. This is your official statement that you are running for office. I will drop a link to this form in the description. After that, remember the key deadlines. For the Democratic or Republican candidate, you must file by 12 p.m. on Monday, June 1st, 2026, because you have primary elections. Independent candidates, you must file by 12 p.m. on Monday, August 3rd, 2026. Step 3, remember the rules of finance and compliance. Once you are a candidate, you are subject to strict reporting requirements managed by the Kansas Governmental Ethics Commission. So, remember these rules and you can keep yourself out of trouble. Rule number 1, contribution limits. For a state house seat, individuals and PACs are limited to $500 per election, meaning $500 max for the primary election and another $500 max for the general. Rule 2, statement of substantial interests. You must file a form disclosing your business interests, clients, and property to ensure there are no conflicts of interest. Rule 3, periodic reports. You will be required to file receipts and expenditure reports at 3 key points: 8 days from the primary election, 8 days before the general election, and a wrap-up report in early January of the following year. Step 4, the election cycle. The final phase is the actual voting process. First comes the primary election, August 4th, 2026 this year. If more than one person from the same party files for the seat, you will compete against them in the primary. Kansas has a semi-closed primary. You must be a registered member of the party to vote in its primary, although unaffiliated voters can often affiliate at the polls. After that, the general election. November 3rd, 2026 this year. The winner of each party's primary and any independent or minor party candidates will face off. Obviously, whoever gets the most votes wins. Duh. But remember these key dates to remind your supporters that the deadline to register to vote in the primary is July 14th, 2026, and for the general is October 13th, 2026. Pro tip, Kansas has eliminated the 3-day grace period for mail-in ballots. All ballots must be received by the county elections office by close of the polls on election day to be counted. And that's it. You're in the game. Now, if I may make a few requests for my future representative, I'd like a Japanese high-speed rail train that goes straight through the state, so I can visit my mom easier. Please, and thank you. Get to work, there's plenty to fix. Have a nice day.
Hey, how's it fucking going? It's the part of the video where I get up on my soapbox and bitch about the world. If you're not interested in that, feel free to skip this. You've already got the useful part of the video. So, I just want to talk about the socioeconomic state of the world right now for real. Anyway, yeah, I made this video just because I feel like Kansas doesn't have the best options in terms of candidates and representation currently in the government. Yeah, hopefully If you are from a different part of Kansas and you're seeing this video, it's because you are interested in making some change here in this state. So, you know, if you know anyone who would like to run for office, please just send them this fucking video so we can get this show on the road. It is a midterm year. This is a great opportunity for some shakeup and some changes. And in the meantime, feel free to do some research on the candidates who are currently running. For the governor race, I support Cindy Holscher, and I think you should too. She's solid. She's the only candidate that gave me a good answer when it came to the topic of rampant government corruption. And that's good enough for me. I will take anyone who is pro accountability because it is an absolute show on not just the state level but the federal level. But anyway, but the point of this video and everything else I post online is to not spell doom and gloom and that it's all over. No, I think that I will always believe that there are more kind people in this world than there are cruel ones. People who want to help others and people who want to protect the most vulnerable folks in society and you know, and care about their fellow American. So anyway, yeah, vote for Cindy Holscher. Make sure you're registered to vote this year. Keep yourself safe from certain government agencies. And yeah, have a nice day. Take it easy.